Hello students, welcome back to the next class of estimation and costing. Today we'll discuss on estimating of RCC beam. Now firstly I'll read out the question. Prepare a detailed estimate of RCC beam of 8 meter clear span and 75 cm by 40 cm in section from the given drawing. Steel in detail and RCC work shall be calculated separately. Also calculate and prepare a schedule of bars. So firstly we'll look at the longitudinal section of the beam given. So from the beam you can see that it is resting on a masonry support and having a clear span of 8 meter. It is mentioned here. The bearing on either side is 30 cm here, 30 cm here. So from the figure you can see that the 22 mm diameter bars are 4 in numbers and are running straight, and we have 4 numbers of 20 mm diameter bars, and these 4 bars of 20 mm diameters are bent up at certain distance, right? 2 numbers of bars are bent here of 20 mm, 2 numbers of bars are bent here at an angle of 45 degrees. So we have 2 anchor bars of 12 mm diameters. If you have a look at the stirrups provided, the arrangement of stirrups is such that, so there are 4 numbers of 4 numbers of 10 mm diameter bars. Not 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 numbers of 10 mm diameter bars which are placed at 12 cm center to center, and 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers of 10 mm diameter bars which are placed at 20 cm center to center. Now these 5 numbers of 10 mm diameter bars are placed at 12 cm center to center, and these are on both sides. So here 5 and here 5. Similarly, these 10 mm diameter bars 20 cm center to center, there are 4 numbers on this side. Similarly 4 numbers on this side. So total clear span is 8 meters, out of which already 5 are occupied by 10 mm with 12 cm center to center, and 10 mm diameter with 20 cm center to center. So here 9 bars and here 9 bars, those are stirrups. So remaining are occupied with 6 mm diameter bars at 35 cm center to center. We need to calculate what is this line. We will come to that later. Now have a look at the cross section of the beam. 75 cm is the depth and 40 cm is the width. So this is it. So we'll start with the calculation of the first quantity, that is RCC work. So obviously first we have to go with shuttering and centering. So shuttering and centering, as I have discussed in the previous video, that is whatever is the member, you have to consider its clear span. And you have to add bearing to that. So if you look at the beam, the clear span is 8 meters. Bearing on this side is 30 and bearing on this side is 30. So your shuttering and centering is done up till this point. So shuttering is 8 plus 0.3 plus 0.3, 8.6, already written 8.6. So width of the beam is 0.4 and depth of the beam is 0.75. So doing this you'll get what is the quantity. So here no deductions are done. Now moving to the next part, calculation of steel. So calculation of steel, we'll start with main bars. So in main bars we have different categories, that is 22 mm diameter bars. As I discussed earlier, we have 4 number of those which are running straight. You can see from the question there are 4 numbers of 22 mm diameter bars. So I'll write 4 numbers. First we'll list down what are the number of bars provided in the beam. So 4 numbers of 22, then similarly you can see 4 numbers of 20 mm diameter bars. So 4 numbers then 2 numbers of 12 mm diameter, right? Now we should find 4 numbers of bars are there of 22 mm. We have to find out what is the length of each bar. To find out the length of each bar, we'll have a look at the figure. Now 8 meter is clear span, so plus 0.3 plus 0.3, so this is what, 8.6. so right, so length of one bar, I'll write here, is 8.6 is the clear span. So minus, what I have to do, I have to deduct 2 end covers. So covering that is provided at the beam face and the reinforcement, plus I have to add 2 hooks. So your bar is like this. This is the straight length, then it will take a turn like this. So this is the anchorage that is provided, and this is the face of the beam on both sides. So total length is, I have calculated from here to here, it is 8.6. I'll minus this cover, then I'll add these hooks. So 8.6 minus 2 into, see the covering provided from here, 40 is out to out and 75 is out to out. So 75 and the stirrup height is given as 65. So what is covering? So covering is, we'll take 4 centimeter 40 mm covering. So 4 centimeter, and write in centimeter, plus hooks is 9 times diameter on one side, so it is 9 plus 9 on both sides, 18 into diameter of the bar. Diameter of the bar here is 22. So doing this, you will get the length of bar as 8.92 meters. Right, so that 8.92 is written here. So 8.92. So total quantity will be what? This will be equal to 4 into 8.92. You get what is quantity. You write it here. So it is already said. The quantity part is left for you as assignment, and please include all of this e-content in your fair work. This is my humble request to all of you who are watching this video. Please include this in your fair work. Okay, similarly now 20 mm bars. So 20 mm bar, since it is bent like this, so the bar is going straight, then it will take a bend, then it is going like this. So length will be what? 8.6 is out to out, minus 2 end covers, plus 2 hooks, plus 1 depth. You have to add this 1 depth, right? So it will be 8.6 minus 2 into 4 centimeter plus 18 into 20 mm is the diameter of the bar, plus add 1 depth. So depth is, it is considered from this point to this point. So working back, so depth will come out to be 60 centimeters. So overall it will be 9.48 meters. So length of the bent up bar of 20 mm is 9.48. So again that will be 4 into 9.48, that is equal to the, write out the quantity. Similarly the 12 mm bars, so work it separately. L is equal to 8.6 is a clear span, minus 2 into 4 plus 18 into 12. So solving this, you will get the length as 8.74 meter. So this is 8.74 meter. So this will be 2 into 8.74. Okay, I hope you are clear with this part, calculation of reinforcement of the main bars. Now coming to the stirrups. For stirrups, just have a look at this figure here. Total span is 800 centimeter or 8 meters. In that, already 5 numbers are occupied by 12 mm. 5 numbers are occupied by the 10 mm diameter bars, which are spaced at 12 centimeter. Similarly, 4 are occupied by 10 mm diameter bars, which are placed at 20 centimeters. So this is one side of the beam, likewise on the other side of the beam. So 5 numbers of bars, 12 centimeter center to center, here 5, here 5. So we have totally 10. Similarly, 4 numbers of 20 centimeter center to center here and here, we have totally 8. Now out of 800 centimeter, already this is occupied by these bars, 10 mm diameters. So if I calculate center, 5 numbers into 12 centimeter, 4 numbers into 20 centimeter, I get 140. 140 on one side, 140 on one side. So out of 800 centimeter, if I deduct 140, the remaining is what? 520. So 520 centimeter is occupied by what? These are occupied by 6 mm diameter bars, which are placed at 35 centimeter center to center. 6 mm dia at 35 center to center. Okay. Now already we can directly count the numbers here from the figure. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll directly write stirrups 10 mm, which are at ends. There are how many? 5 numbers into 2 sides. These are numbers and these are sides. So 5 into 2, right? Similarly 20, 4 numbers and they are also on both sides. Now remaining is this. So 800 is the total span, clear span. Out of that, this is 140. So as I showed here, so we are left with what? 520 is the number. So 520 divided by, if you do 35, you get 14 numbers. So we have 40 numbers of 6 mm diameters. So this number is obtained. Now we will calculate what is the stirrups. Now the clear span is given and we have calculated. Now this is the ring and this is stirrup is generally provided like this. This is a concrete covering. Now this is given as 40 centimeter and this is given as 75 centimeter, right? So covering, after deduction of covering and all, so this is 65, this is 65 and this is 32. 40 minus 4 minus 4, 8 and 50 at bottom, 5 centimeter at bottom, 50 mm. So 10 centimeter is gone. So the stirrup is this is 32, this is 65 and we have this projection like this. You have seen on the sides that they have provided like this. So total length of this stirrup will be what? 65 into 2, because 65 1 65, there are 2, 32 into, so 32 into 2, right, plus 2 hooks, plus we take 30 centimeter extra. So 65 into 2 plus 32 into 2, this is 130 plus 64 plus 18 into 10, 2 hooks, 9 times diameter, 9 times diameter, plus 30. So overall you get 2.42 meters. Right, 2.42 meters. So 2.42 is what is obtained. So this length is 2.42, 2.42, and this is 2.42. So since it is 10 centimeter and 6 centimeter bars, we'll assume the length of 10 mm bars, right? We have two different diameters of bar, that is 10 mm and 6 mm. We'll take the length of the highest diameter of stirrup, right? So doing this, we'll get the total numbers of the bar length, right? So this is how you calculate the quantities. So whatever quantities you get is in terms of meter, that is length. Next thing what you have to do is, so that will be assignment for you people. Now I have covered the part where we calculate the length of the bars. Now what you people have to do is, you have to continue with finding out the steel in terms of kg. I have explained you how to do that when I was explaining you slab. So once you get the length of the bar, you have to just multiply that with the density, right? Unit weight. So unit weight I have discussed for different diameters of bars. So you have to just multiply the unit weight of the bars with the required length, right? So you'll get what is the total steel quantity in terms of kgs. Now assignment for you people is, you have to find out what are the quantities of steel in kgs, and you have to reply me with the solution. So that will be an assignment for you, and this assignment is considered very seriously. You have to reply me with the steel quantity in terms of kgs, right? And that will be noted down. Hope you have no doubt with this part. Okay, yeah. So if you understood this, please hit the like button and please support my page. Thank you.